My front door screaming out I want more, telling you to get up, get up, get up, cause this is not a drill, we're about to make it real, so come with me and get up, get up, get up. I'm banging on my front door screaming out I want more, telling you to get up, get up, get up, cause this is not a drill, we're about to make it real, so come with me and get up, get up. It's time to light the fire that I hid away deep inside. Cause I lit up the fire that I hid away deep inside. Cause I lit up the fire that I hid away deep inside.
Good evening and welcome to the closing ceremony of the OA Games 2022. Big round of applause. My name is Cody Schaefer and I'm delighted to be here tonight on Quandamooka land, celebrating what has been such an incredible week. I would like to begin by paying my respects to the traditional custodians of the land in which we stand on here today and recognise their connection to earth, spirit and community. We pay our respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture and elders past and present. This entire week has been one of stamina, strength, resilience and determination for all of these amazing athletes here. But this week is the result of months, if not years, of hard work and passion. The athlete's journey is one that so many couldn't imagine and so many wouldn't understand. But behind all of these incredible athletes, we also have some amazing friends and family guiding you to greatness. So to all of the incredible family, friends, coaches, and support teams who have joined our athletes this week, we say thank you. We would like to also thank the dignitaries, all of the supporters of this event from all levels of government, corporate and the general public for believing in this event and these incredible athletes. I would like to now start by welcoming to the stage Mr. Don Brown, member for Capalaba, representing the Premier of Queensland.
Thank you, Cody. And can I start by also acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. Can I also acknowledge Councillor Angela Owens from Brisbane City Council, Robin Smith, OAM, Mr Patrick Chan, Helen Coxford, Sports Inclusion Australian board members, OA ambassadors, athletes, officials, volunteers, family and friends, and most important, the athletes here. Who's ready to party? Did we have fun this week? I've got a really long speech here, but I know you guys want to party, so I'm going to throw the speech away and I'm going to talk about... I knew they would get a cheer. This week I've been stuck in Parliament and I've been naughty. I've been watching the games online while in Parliament, but you guys have delivered so much inspiration. As a father of a 5-year-old son with autism, you've given me the strength and him the inspiration that he can compete in any sport he wishes to choose, and also to have a more inclusive society for everyone. So thank you. It's fantastic to see that the Brisbane weather has turned out for you guys, and I hope you have really enjoyed everything that's had to offer here in Brisbane in southeast Queensland. It has been fantastic, along with the Brisbane City Council, that the Queensland Government can help put on these games, because it is important in the lead up to the Paralympic Games in 2032 that we can showcase these type of events and that you guys can compete in them, win, or just have fun or having a great time doing so. So I would like to again thank everyone who is involved organising this event, to the volunteers, to the parents, to the guardians, to the representatives and officials, and most importantly to the athletes again. I hope you had a fantastic time here in Brisbane. I hope you competed to your best, and I hope you're ready to party, so get on with it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown, for joining us here tonight. Now, please welcome to the stage Councillor Angela Owen, Councillor for Callum Vale Ward, representing the Lord Mayor of Brisbane.
Thank you, Cody. Could I commence by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Could I also acknowledge Mr Don Brown MP? Could I also acknowledge Mr Patrick Chan and Ms Robin Smith? They opened these games a few days ago, and I know that they're here to say to you all, you've done a great job. And to all of the volunteers behind the scenes, particularly to our athlete ambassadors, but importantly to all of you, thank you for a great Virtus OA Games here in Brisbane. On behalf of Lord Mayor Adrian Schrinner and all of us at Brisbane City Council, we are so proud of all of you and the fantastic Virtus OA Games that you have delivered in our city of Brisbane. You have done an amazing job, working so hard to achieve and succeed, and your efforts have been rewarded throughout this week. We are so proud to be your host city of the Virtus OA Games 2022. And we know that we will see you all again sometime soon, because I think we'd love to have these games back here. Would you like to come back? I didn't quite hear that. Would you like to come back? Well, I will certainly. I know that the next games are going to be the AO Games, and Mr Patrick Chan will obviously talk to you about what's happening as we go forward. But Brisbane would love to host the Games at a future opportunity, and we would love to support all of the wonderful athletes that we have here. To all of the families, carers, supporters, coaches, officials that have supported these Games, a very big heartfelt thank you for all the work that you have put in. And this just goes to prove that Brisbane wants to also achieve and succeed as an accessible and inclusive city. Congratulations to you all on a fantastic Games. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Thank you.
We will now take this opportunity to acknowledge our amazing youth athletes this week. So if I read your name out, can you please join us on the side of stage for a short presentation very shortly. So from Australia, Jordan Rudd, Malachi Canning, Zane Newton. From Chinese Taipei, Yuhan Hyung, Men Hei Hyung. From Australia, Samantha Witter. From Malaysia, Ethan Koo Yin Jun. From Australia, Darren Sisman. From Malaysia, Muhammad Redzvan. From Thailand, Pentita Hazamok. From New Zealand, Riley Sayer. So these young people on the side of stage, we're about to celebrate them in the biggest way possible. They are the future of sport. They truly are, and they have worked so hard this week, and they work hard all year round, just like all of you guys here as well. So we're going to celebrate them in style and celebrate this beautiful future that we have in sport. So big round of applause for all of our youth athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the Male Youth Athletics Competition. These medals will be presented by Helen Croxford, the President of Sport Inclusion Australia, and Don Brown, Member for Capalaba. The bronze medalist representing Australia, Jordan Rudd. Jordan can't be here tonight, so I'll gladly accept that medal on his behalf. Silver medalist representing Australia is Malachi Canning. The gold medalist representing Australia, Zane Newton. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate the medalist for the Male Youth Athletics Competition. We now welcome the medalist for the Female Youth Athletics Competition to the stage. Big round of applause. The medals will be presented by Robin Smith, CEO of Sport Inclusion Australia and the OA Games. And Mr. Don Brown, member for Capalaba. The bronze medalist representing Chinese Taipei, Yuhan Hang. The silver medalist representing Chinese Taipei, Meng H. Hang. And the gold medalist representing Australia, Samantha Witter. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate the medalists for the female youth athletics competition. Big supporters up the back there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the male youth swimming competition. These medals will be presented by Don Brown, member for Capalaba, and Robin Smith, CEO of Sport Inclusion Australia and the OA Games 2022. The bronze medalist representing Malaysia, Ethan Koo Ying Jun. The silver medalist representing Australia is Darren Sisman. And the gold medalist representing Malaysia, Muhammad Redzvan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate the medalist of the male youth swimming competition. We now welcome the medalists for the female youth swimming competition. These medals will be presented by Don Brown, member for Capalaba, and Councillor Angela Owen from the Calamau Ward for Lord Mayor of Brisbane. The silver medalist representing Thailand, Pentita Hazamok. And the gold medalist representing New Zealand, Riley Sayer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of New Zealand. We congratulate the medalists for the female youth swimming competition. And a massive congratulations to all of our youth athletes. The future is in incredible hands, and we are so proud of each and every one of you. Another big round of applause for all of our young athletes. Now we are going to take a moment to celebrate something from the past. At Global Games 2019, the Australian athletes for the first time were included to receive the Australian Sports Medal. Please welcome to the stage Robin Smith, CEO of Sport Inclusion Australia, and GG 2019 athlete representative Joshua Alford. The Australian Sports Medal is awarded to commemorate Australian sporting participation in multi-sports events. Congratulations. Congratulations. Big round of applause for Joshua Alford. Now let's come back to the OA Games 2022. Please welcome Athlete Ambassador Caitlin Patworth to say a few words on this remarkable week.
Could I please ask the OA Games 2022 game changers, our wonderful volunteers, to stand up? On behalf of the athletes, I would like to say a huge thank you to all our volunteers. Who have done an amazing job to make the OA Games a successful, fun and enjoyable event for all over the past week. It was a special moment to see some of the volunteers from 2019 Global Games return and be a part of the 2022 OA Games. We look forward and are hoping to see you all again in the near future. Can we all now give a huge round of applause for all the wonderful volunteers? Thank you.
We often say that life is about the journey and not the destination. And here at the OA Games, we are so proud of the journey you all have been through to get to this moment. It's been a remarkable journey, not this week, but beyond and in the past as well. So we are so proud of you and the amazing efforts that you have done as an athlete on this journey.
It's really to believe in yourself. If you believe you can do it, then you can push yourself further.
Really feel happy. Just my first time.
Today is all about celebrating those who've come from near and far, 25 nations, for the OA Games 2022.
It brings people together to work out how you overcome adversity, which is sort of the motto really of who we all are. So for everyone that's come from around the world to make these games viable, a huge thank you.
We all went out and had a lot of fun and got to meet new people.
I learned about the techniques, learned about some rules and all that, about this competition. It's not about judo, it's just a way of life.
To the people that are watching at home, just make sure to go out and have fun and meet new people.
Have been absolutely amazing.
Lots of fun, and I can't wait to come back.
What a sensational week it has been. Now, last but definitely not least of our speeches for tonight, we'd like to welcome to the stage Ms. Robin Smith, OAM, CEO of Sport Inclusion Australia and the OA Games 2022, and Mr. Patrick Chan from Virtus Asia.
Hello, everybody. I promise it won't be long. I want to acknowledge the federal government, the Queensland government, represented by Don Brown, the Brisbane City Council, represented by Councillor Angela Owen, the Virtus Asia President, my good friend Patrick Chan, the President and Chair of the OA Games Committee, Helen Croxford, Sport Inclusion Australia Board, the Virtus Board and members, Olympic and Paralympic colleagues, partners and sponsors, very important volunteers, OA Games staff, athletes as officials, and ladies and gentlemen. I think I've covered everyone. On behalf of the Sport Inclusion Australia Board, Virtus, President and Chair of the OA Games Committee, Helen Croxford, I just want to thank you all so much for making the first Oceania Asia Games a reality. To the three tiers of government in believing in us again, the Australian Government, the Queensland Government and the Brisbane City Council, and all of the departments and their staff who have made their mark on our event, just a huge thank you. To our sponsors, in particular Microgard and Battery World, who have joined us of late, and for believing in us and our work to include everyone through sport. To my friend and Virtus colleague Patrick Chan for his vision and moral support. Also to all the Virtus Asian teams, a huge thank you for supporting us to bid for this event. And I know post-COVID, it hasn't been easy. I also want to make a special mention to the Japanese government for donating all the masks which have become necessary today. To Toshi Saito, if you can take that back to the Japanese government, I'd be very happy. To my friends in the Americas, UK and Europe for coming to Brisbane to help us stage the games, a thank you. Without you, many of the sports wouldn't have been viable, so thank you. I guess the highlight for me personally were all the new countries, especially our good friends in the Oceania, Fiji, Solomon Islands, Palau, and the last few days, Papua New Guinea. And we mentioned out before, and I hope that every single athlete sitting on the floor shakes the hand of one of those volunteers, because without the volunteers and the shifts and all the work that goes in behind the scenes, this wouldn't happen. So make sure that you're very appreciative and you walk up and you thank somebody and make sure they know. To my amazing team, they're all wearing the orange. You'll see them around. Raise a hand if you're wearing orange. They're up the back, they're in the front, they're all over the place. I'll talk to them all individually tomorrow, but to each of you a heartfelt thanks for the hours and hours of time and commitment to make this event worthy of our participating countries and the teams. To our sport officials, technical personnel and classifiers for making the sport run so successfully. Again, I will be reaching out to each of them to thank them personally. Finally, to the teams, athletes and officials, this was all for you. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We hope you made new friends and you represented your country with pride. And I want you now to give yourselves a big clap. We look forward to seeing many of you next year in France, Vichy in France in June. We're at the Global Games, where you can once again celebrate your ability and showcase to the world just how good you all are. Let's keep working together. All of us, the officials, the coaches, the staff, to make sure that we can continue to improve the lives of people with an intellectual impairment through sport. Thank you.
Michael? Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. As the old saying goes, all good things must come to an end. This evening, we are here to celebrate the end of a very, very successful Virtus Oceania Asia Games. The achievement of what we have seen in the past week makes me feel so proud and honored to be part of the Games. In the past week, we have seen boundaries being broken. We have seen people of different cultures, languages, and religions being brought together. When we have seen friendships being built and renewed. The vision of Virtus is an inclusive world for people with intellectual impairment. Without a doubt, together we have taken a big step forward. The mission of Virtus is to drive the development of elite sport worldwide for athletes with an intellectual impairment. And without a doubt, together we have also taken a big step forward. On behalf of all the athletes, I wish to thank the Australian federal government, the Queensland state government, and the Brisbane City Council sponsors, and in particular to the LOC headed by Helen Cosford and Robin Smith, without whose support and dedication the Games would not have been possible. However, I have lodged a complaint against Helen and Robin personally. The complaint was, Brisbane had done it so well, how can we reciprocate in Asia in 4 years' time? As a retired police officer, I will critically investigate the complaint together with my Asian counterparts. Findings and recommendations will be implemented 4 years later to hopefully offer you an Asia Oceania Games which will be equally good, if not better. Before the Games are officially closed, I want to thank all the volunteers. Your smiles and helpfulness have made such a big difference. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you also to the coaches, judges, officials, and family members. Your passions and contributions have helped to create an inclusive world. Lastly, I hope you have enjoyed Brisbane, and I wish you a safe trip home, and I hope to see you again in Asia in 2026. Thank you. We officially declare the game closed.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We officially declare the games closed.
Thank you. So nice to work together with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robin and Patrick. I would now like to just have one more thank you to someone we've missed tonight so far, and that's our beloved friend, Laurie. We've got a massive round of applause. Where is he? He's flying around here somewhere. Sometimes he gets caught up in the roof, so we'll find him here somewhere. But big thank you to Laurie for being such an amazing mascot and friend to us all this week. Now, as we say, see you later, mates, from Australia, France says bonjour to a huge 2023. How good does that look? France 2023, amazing. Now, what a huge week, guys. Personally, it has been such an eye-opener for me to watch all of you incredible athletes do so many amazing things that I could never dream of myself. Tonight is all about you, our athletes, and what you have achieved. With great triumph leaves a legacy on this world worth celebrating. So let's end this week in style as we come together and close the Virtus Oceania Asia Games in Brisbane 2022. Please welcome to the stage Zeke Power and band.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest, you could beat the world, you could beat the war, you could talk to God, go banging on his door, you can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, and you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you can be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you're burning with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name, and you be on the walls in the hall, and you could be the main thing, you could get the gold, breaking on the records that could never could be broke, and you could be the hero, don't wait for love, so me there's someone that come and you suck, and do it for your people, do it for your pride, never gonna know if you never even try, do it for your country, do it for your name, 'cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you're burning with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name, alright, and you'll be on the walls in the hall, 'cause you'll be a champion, yeah, you'll be a champion, yeah, you'll be a champion, yeah, you'll be a champion, oh wait, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be teachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be true secrets, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, yeah, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, oh, 'cause you're burning with the brightest flame, yeah, and the world's gonna know your name, oh, and you'll be on the city standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you're burning with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name, oh, and you'll be on the walls in the Hall of Fame, hey.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us tonight. I would like to now ask the family and friends to exit using the main doors, and we hope you travel home safely, and we will see you next time. Athletes, it is your time to have one final moment with your new friend, so please make your way back down the ramp for the Athletes Dinner. From Brisbane to you all, we love you. Good night.